Good morning, everyone. It's Michelle with Inner Journey Studios. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to be making a special book, or not a book, I'm sorry, we're going to be using a magazine to make a special project, which is a bowl that's made out of a magazine. Now, I'm using a National Geographic magazine, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Any magazine will work just fine for this. So grab what you have and we're gonna get going. Give me just a second while I check my computer because I like to make sure everything's in screen and that while I'm working, and I can read the comments better on my computer than I can on the phone. So definitely leave comments below, say hi, let me know how it's going. I would love to hear and see any projects that you're making with us. You can post them directly to our Facebook page, the Creative Expression with Michelle that you're on right now. You can do a post showing pictures of you working, projects that you've made, all of your creativity going on right now. So give me just a second and we'll get going. Well, I am not seeing it on my computer. Am I live? Is anybody there? It says I'm live. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, I just needed to refresh. There I am looking at my computer. All right. So I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to change your view so you can see my hands working. And we are going to get started. Oh, but first off, I wanted to find out, I wanted to share what we've been making and find out how your projects are coming along. Now, it looks like Gwendolyn has already taken her squash book. Hey, Anne-Marie, it's nice to see you. Gwendolyn already took her squash book, so I can show you mine. Oh my goodness, the dog is out, if you can hear all that noise in the background. So this was what we made yesterday. These are a squash book, and I will be working to fill this in with different art. Hey, Deborah, happy to see you here today. I was just showing the squash book that Gwendolyn and I made yesterday. So each of these little areas will have artwork that I will show into them. I can't talk today. Fill in with them. And once I get that done, I will share that with you. I was going to do some yesterday, but after filming, I had a bit of a migraine, so I laid down for a good part of the day. Feeling much better today, though. So this was the squash book we made. And then the day before, we did these resist using bleeding tissue paper, which turned out really cool. And we also did ones without the resist that we put different inspirational quotes on. So Gwendolyn made this one. She says, inspire others. I love that. And then she made this one that says, you are awesome just the way you are. And she added some little artwork on it as well. Super cute. Hey, Shaheen, how are you? I'm doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And then this was one that I did that said dream big. So we had a lot of fun with these. If you made one of these with us, please put a picture, post one on the page, Creative Expressions with Michelle, so we can all see it. And if you haven't done this yet, don't worry about it. The video is still available. So all the videos I'm doing right now are available on replay. So this was the project we did on Monday, and the squash book was on Tuesday. All right, I'm going to change your point of view now, and we are going to go to the tabletop point so you can see me working. There we go. I think we've got it. Yes. And let me adjust this a little bit. I appreciate all your patience as I'm trying to learn how to do this best and to film and to change things around and everything. So we're going to go ahead and start. Hi, Deborah. I love seeing you here. Oh my gosh, my heart's so happy that you're here today. Deborah is one of my longtime artsy friends. We get together and we do art retreats and hang out together and share things with each other. Art ideas and inspirations. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a really cool bowl Hey, Mom. My mom is here. Everybody say hi to my mom. Hey, Mom. Thanks for joining. My mom's the reason I'm here. She has been an amazing inspiration my entire life and has really encouraged my sisters and I to go out and do what we do best and to really shine in the world. So she is like the most amazing woman ever. All right, so our bowls today are going to be made exclusively with a magazine and scotch tape. It does not matter what brand. I have the matte finish scotch tape right now, but any kind of scotch tape you have will work. Any brand will work. It's not specific to that. Any magazine will work. And what we're going to be doing is opening it up, and you're just going to start tearing out a bunch of pages. It's okay if they get a little wonky. I was tearing some out earlier. If they get too wonky like this, where there's a really big rip in it, can you see how that's not at all flat? Those are the ones that we're not going to use. But if it's just a little bit wonky, that will work. So we're just going to tear out a bunch. I don't know how many you'll need. I tear out a bunch of them, and then I just start working and tear out more as I need. I love these colorful ones. You'll see once we start rolling them how cool they look when they're all rolled up as part of this bowl. Like all of these different colors and shapes and stuff will come into play. I always love doing projects that we can recycle. Not even recycle, reuse. Reuse things that would otherwise be recycled or thrown away. All right, so you're just going to tear out a bunch of them. While you're doing that, I'm going to start the process so you can see it. I think you get the idea of tearing them. I'll do a few more. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you here today. We finally get to hang out, sort of. So we're just going to tear out a few more pages, being as careful as we can. Sometimes they tear out easier than others. Let's see, like that one does not want to come out, but we made it. The hardest part about doing this project as an adult, I can't speak for kids, but as an adult is I get sidetracked and I'm like, ooh, you are a microscopic speck in the universe. Tell me more. And then I want to read all about all the cool stuff that I'm in the process of ripping out. I don't have any good advice for that because I just keep getting distracted when I do this. If I do find an article in a magazine I'm working with, I'll tear the whole article out and set it aside to read later, so I can try to keep focused on the project I'm working on. I have different success rates with that depending on the day. Oh, no problem, Beth. All you need today is a magazine and tape. That is literally all you will need today. But yeah, watch it, enjoy, and then when you're ready, you'll be able to do this. This is a fun one. This is one that you might even be able to do with your class once we get back into school, or maybe for one of the after-school clubs that you do. This could be a fun one for them to do. Shaheen, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so excited that you're here today. Thank you so much that this is your first time. I hope you enjoy it. Let me see your project when you're done with it. All right, this is super easy to do and it's very repetitive. So I find this to be amazingly relaxing. All we're gonna do is take our sheets, we're gonna fold it the long way. And I can't remember. I wish Stephanie was on today, one of my followers. She always lets me know if I'm doing a hot dog or a hamburger fold. I think this might be the hot dog fold. I always get confused. But we're gonna fold it in half. We're gonna open it up. You're gonna take this and fold it in half here. I try to get the most right at the line. I don't worry too much about this little piece. I'm gonna fold that over like that. And then we're gonna do the other side. So we've got the fold right down the middle. I'm folding the edges right to the middle. All right, so I've got them just like this. If I have any sewers or quilters out here, this is like when you make bias tape. It's the same kind of thing. And then I'm gonna fold it in half. So now I have a piece that has nice edges all the way around. So we're gonna do a bunch of these. Hot dog, hot dog. I love it, Beth and Deborah. Thank you so much. My school teachers to my rescue. I know, I'm so sorry I haven't learned that yet. I feel really embarrassed that at 50 years old, I don't know the difference between a hot dog fold and a hamburger fold. But between Beth and Deborah and Stephanie, I will know one day, that is for sure. Yes, Beth, this would be great for the Warrior Club. You'll see how this comes together shortly. We're just going to fold a bunch of these magazine pages like this and just set them aside. So we're going to do that for a couple minutes and just chit chat. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and write those in the comments section. And we can keep just chit chatting while we do this. Not quite the same as in person, but we can still have a little art party here while we work, right, ladies? And we're gonna fold this like that. And I scooch it up a little bit. Like this one was folded over here. It was a little off with up here, so I just kind of scooched it up a little bit. One of the great things about this project is there really is a lot of room for, there's a lot of wiggle room. And I think that's great. I think it's especially great for the kids doing it. When kids are doing projects, I think projects with wiggle room are really helpful. So we fold it in half, open it up, take the edge right to the fold, being careful not to go over. This one I will go over a little bit just to kind of get it as even as I can. And then we'll fold that. And the edges are nice and even there. So with kids, I think it's really important to have a little wiggle room because it's hard to get things precise. And honestly, even as adults, I know I have challenges sometimes getting things really precise. But this, you can see how relaxing and meditative this could be as we're just gonna fold a lot of these. Uh-oh, my dog in the background's getting restless. She gets so excited when I'm on film, but the problem is she gets excited because if I let her out of her crate right now, she knows I'm not paying attention and she'll eat the garbage and the cat litter and whatever she finds laying around. She's a little destructive like that. So she's like, please, Mommy, let me out. But don't worry, she'll get let out after we're all done today. All right, we're just gonna keep folding and folding. Oh, thank you, Shaheen. That is so sweet of you. I'm really happy to have you here today. This is fun. We've got videos all week here in Florida. I don't know where everybody is in from. If you want to drop below what state or what country you're visiting from, that would be awesome. I'm in Florida, and we just found out yesterday that the kids will be out of school until April 15th. So initially I was going to just do this through March 30th, but I'm going to be continuing doing these art videos Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. through April 15th now. So that is my goal and my plan. I want to have something to keep us all happy and occupied during this time of quarantine, which can be really hard for a lot of people. I know we need stuff to relax us and keep us happy and healthy and occupied. So I'm going to be doing these to help us all out, hopefully, and hopefully you will enjoy them. So I'll have a different one every Monday every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. And then if you don't get to watch them live, you don't have to worry about it because you can see them on replay also. And we're just going to keep going on this. And eventually I'm going to figure out how to put them onto YouTube and get them onto a blog post where they're all in one place for you, so you don't have to search for them. But I'm still working on that. I've got my technical team. I don't actually have a team. What that is it's some friends who are like, hey, try this, that are trying to get me up to speed with how all of this technology works. So it'll be cool once it's done. in the meantime, you can find them all right here on Facebook. All right, how's everybody doing? That is going to be a lot of art. I know. I'm like really challenging myself to find out how creative and artistic I can be. Thank goodness for Pinterest, right? And I've got a bunch of art books and magazines and stuff. So I will be diving deep. What do they call it? I'll be doing deep tracks of art, like with the deep tracks of music. We're going to be diving deep and going and finding all kinds of fun stuff to do. And the great thing about these projects is a lot of them are very adaptable. Like, for example, one of the things you could do with this project, if you don't have a magazine, is you could take copy paper and you could just make marks all over it. You wouldn't even have to do anything fancy. You could just color all over it with markers and stickers and colored pencils and whatever, to just scribble all over, and then do this exact same folding with it to create a bowl that way. You wouldn't have to use a magazine. Oh, no problem. Hi, let's see, who do we have here? Pamela and Amanda. How are you, ladies? It's good to see you both. Don't worry if you don't have your supplies. The only thing you need today is a magazine and tape. But if you don't have it, don't worry about it. There is no behind. You can watch this anytime you want. We're just going to keep going ahead with what we have. I'll show you, because a few of you have just joined in. What we did is we tore pages out of our magazine, and then we folded them in half like this. This is what we've been doing while we chatted. And then you fold it in half, you open it up, and then you take the edge and fold it to your crease here. And then I turn mine around. You don't have to do it. That's just the way I do. And then you fold this edge to the crease the best that you can. And then we close it back up. Now this one you can see got a little off because I wasn't paying attention. So I'm just going to move it up here so my edges are even. And then I'm just going to flatten it out down here. So now they are even. There's a lot of wiggle room in this project, I was saying earlier, which makes it great for doing with kids, but even for adults. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm going to take a drink here. Hold on. I don't know about the rest of you, but I sometimes get distracted and I'm not paying attention, and I make mistakes a lot. When I sew and quilt, the seam ripper is probably my best friend. I hate when I have to use it, but I'm so happy I can. Anybody else relate with your projects? I try to stay focused and, on task, but honestly, that just does not always happen. So a project like this is really good. All right, so we have folded a bunch of these, and we're gonna need a lot more than this, just as an aside. This is just the beginning. You're gonna want quite a few more of these, but I wanna start folding so you can see how this looks. And then we can fold and tape and fold and tape as we go. I'm going to take a quick look at the messages. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody if I can help it. Hey, Gwendolyn is not with me today. She decided that she was going to take a little break today and work on some other projects that she has going on. So hopefully she'll decide to join me tomorrow. She did a lot yesterday with the squash books we made, and then she made a leprechaun trap, and she just had all kinds of stuff going on. So she's chilling like a villain today. She's like, no, Mom, I can't do it. You go. Tiffany, hey you. I love you too. Thank you. Thanks for joining in today. Hey Debbie, how are you doing? Thank you, Shaheen. I appreciate all your comments. You are so sweet. Jasa, oh my gosh, this is great. It's like a big art party. I love this. I love seeing all my friends, all different ages. We've got every age represented here. This is fantastic. I love it. All right, what we're gonna do now is we've got a bunch of these folded. We're gonna start and we're gonna fold this so that we get it like this. We just want, let's see. Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. We're gonna fold it like this, and then we're gonna tape it. So how that looks is I'm gonna start at one end, does not matter what end, and I'm just gonna fold this as tight as I can. And you're gonna see as you're doing it, this is gonna come up and this is gonna crease, and you're gonna just you're gonna make it mind. You're gonna make it do what you want it to. So you see how I've got these crinkles in here? I don't even care, not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna fold right over it and fold those crinkles right in. It's all part of the process. Excuse me, guys. Got a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning. All the pollen that we have around here. All right, and I'm just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. Oh my gosh, I'm almost there. And you can see how this is getting all wonkadoodle. I'm not worried about it. I am, as much as possible, trying to keep this in line so it doesn't end up like telescoping out. So I do want to try to keep things in line, but as far as getting wrinkles and stuff in it, that is just not going to matter. So we're going to keep rolling, keep rolling. Deborah, thanks for tagging people. I appreciate it. And thanks for giving Jason the update on when we're doing this. That was very helpful. All right, so I've got one down. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another one. And let's see. This was the side that was folded. Oh, let's see. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're all folded. So we've got nice, neat edges, so it's just not even going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and... Now, this is important. I've taped this one. This needs to be taped independently, meaning it can't... Don't try to tape this one to save a piece of tape together. This has to be taped on its own. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to tape it onto this. And you can use smaller little sections of tape. That got a little big. So you see now I've got this taped onto here. Oops. And actually, I'm going to retape it because I want to get this as even as I can. There we go. So now I've got it pretty nice and even. And now I'm going to do exactly what I just did. I'm going to roll this up. Now, it's important to remember, you're going to tape, once you're done rolling, you will tape them. And then you will then go and tape the next one on. So we're going to roll this. We're going to keep rolling. And we're going to keep rolling. And we want to get it nice and tight. We definitely want this to be tight. Kids, you might need your moms to help you a little bit with this. Moms, you might need your kids to help you. Depends on how good you are at rolling things. And we're just going to keep rolling. All right. So now this is done. I'm going to take a small piece of tape here. And I'm going to tape that. So it's a lot of roll and tape, roll and tape. All right, I'm going to take another drink of water. Give me just a moment here. And then I'm going to start again. So I had said earlier that I call this the hockey puck bowl. Oh, I just taped my finger to it. Don't tape your finger to it, guys. And the reason I call it a hockey puck is you're going to see in a little bit, you can see it's already starting to form. This is going to be about this big, and it's going to look like a big hockey puck, in my opinion. So we're going to just keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep that magazine rolling, 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 rolling. Is that, what was that from? Was that Rawhide? Oh my goodness. I am really going deep track now, huh, guys? I'm not even sure what that was from. Oh, my husband just yelled from the other room, Rawhide. Thank you, honey. I forget that other people are in my house listening. All right. So now we've got that one. And we can see it's getting nice and tight. And it's getting bigger, guys. We're going to have a bowl here soon. Okay, So now we're going to do another one. Deborah, thanks for taking some people. I hope that they find some enjoyment doing some of these videos also. This is a really cool project because not only is it an art project, but it's a practical art project, which I really like. It's something that can be used. And as a matter of fact, I plan on using it for tomorrow's project. We're going to be making polymer beads tomorrow out of clay. And I'm planning on using this to hold my beads after they're all done. After they're baked and everything, while I'm making bracelets out of them. That was kind of why I did it in that order, in case anybody else wanted to do that. But these are great because you'll be able to see this bowl you can use to put little odds and ends in, coins or jewelry or whatever. So not only is it fun to make, but it's useful as well. Look at this. How's everybody's coming along? Let me know how you're doing if you are having any concerns on this or not sure what to do. Give me a holler. We're going to go ahead and keep doing this. So raise your hand if you're making one of these yourself or if you plan to make one, even if you're not doing it right now. I'd love to see who's planning on making one or who's currently making one with me. Do we have any? Let's see. Jace, you can see one when I'm done with this one because I don't have one handy. I know. I actually thought of that. You called me out. I'm busted. I'm so busted, you guys. I thought about that after I started that I really should have had one ready to show you, and I don't. But I will in a little bit, Jasa. So right now, not only is this an art project, but it's a trust project. We're trusting that this is going to work out for us because I don't have something to show you. We're trusting we're going to like it. Okay. Shaheen, we are making a bowl. So what's going to happen, I can show you how this works. Don't do this with yours right now, but what will happen is when they're done, we will do this kind of thing with it and it will become a bowl. But the bigger the puck is, the bigger the bowl will be. So we're going to make a bowl about this big, but you get the idea of it right here. Can you see that? So this right now is really small because we only have a few pieces. What will happen is this will end up being like the base. So the base will be about this big. And then as we push the papers out, the bowl will get bigger. But we need our puck to be maybe about that big. And then we'll have a bowl that's about this big. So we're going to just keep rolling. Exactly, a work in progress. Hey, Kim, how are you doing? It's great to see you here. Let's see who's making one. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go through my comments here. Yay, Liz and Tuck. Hey, guys. I'm so glad you guys are rolling away. I can't wait to see what you make. Gwendolyn's excited to do some virtual plaster painting with you later on today, too. Anna Marie, you're making one, too. I can't wait to see yours. Let's see. It looks like we have a lot. Oh, okay. What do you use the Mod Podge for? That's right. I forgot to show that in the supplies. So when we are all done, and I'll show you how to do this. When we are all done and our bowl is all, bowlish like this, we're going to tip it over and we'll Mod Podge the outside of it. And that will keep it as a solid piece. You can also Mod Podge on the inside if you want, but you don't need to, just on the outside. So I'll be showing how to do that too. So we're going to keep rolling. And thank you for reminding me. I forgot to pull my Mod Podge out to put that in with my supply stuff. I was so excited about rolling the magazines. I forgot about the Mod Podge part of it. All right, so I'm just going to keep rolling here. So other than doing an art project today, what's everybody doing to occupy themselves if you are self-isolating right now? or social distancing or whatever we are calling it today. What's everybody doing today? Oh, awesome, Kim. Well, thank you for stopping by for a minute to say hi. I always love to see and hear from you. I hope you're having a good day. I'm enjoying seeing the artwork that you've been posting, Kim. It's been really inspiring and very beautiful. I always love the work that you create. It's very soulful. All right. See, now I got this little guy not behaving, so I'm just going to push him right in there. That's all we're going to do. We're going to make him go where he's supposed to. Yay. Oh, nice. I'm not sure if that's Amanda or Pamela commenting, but it looks like they're going to have some horseback riding later today. Yeah, you guys have an ideal place for self-isolating. You've got your beautiful land and horses. How fun. Anna Marie, what book are you reading right now? And watching movies. Oh, do you have a favorite movie? We just watched Darby O'Gillis and the Little People last night on Disney Plus. It's so funny. My teenager was not really paying attention. She was on her phone doing her thing. And all of a sudden during one of the scenes, if you've ever seen Darby O'Gillis and the Little People, it's from 1959. And, you know, so it's a little different than what some of the kids are used to today. She looks up and she goes, "What are you watching?" I don't even know what part it was, but it was so funny. But then a few minutes later, we realized she had put her phone down and had started watching. So clearly it had inspired her to watch for a little bit. And then this morning she sent my husband a link on how they did the forced perspective of it. So just goes to show sometimes it feels like they're not paying attention or not wanting to be part of what we have going on, but they are. They still are, even our awesome teens. Hey, Amanda. Tell your mom I said hi when you see her. I'm so glad that you're joining us again today. Amanda, did you do any of the other projects this week yet? I know that you were here, I think it was on Monday, when we did the bleeding tissue art paper. Let me know how your art projects are going if you got any done. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Sometimes it's fun just to watch videos in process. Oh, I'm running out of paper. I'm gonna have to do some more folding in a minute. Let's see. Deborah, straightening the house, cleaning out. Ooh, other art, reading, trying to plan a variety of things each day. Yeah, I'm doing that too, Deborah. Trying to figure out just different things to occupy me and the girls and Chuck, you know, as a family. Just trying to figure out things we can do each day to make it a little more exciting. We're doing things like walking the dog and swimming. We've got a pool this year. When we moved, we got a house with a pool, so we've been doing some swimming time and out in the front yard and movies, reading. Chuck and the girls are enjoying playing Xbox more than they normally would. So there's been a lot of Fortnite going on in our house and Minecraft. Gwendolyn loves her Minecraft. So we're just trying to do a little bit each day. Deborah, what are you reading right now? Do you have a specific book or books that you're reading? And actually, anybody, if you want to chime in, Beth, I know that you read a lot. I'm sure other people do. Share what you're reading right now. Would love to hear, maybe inspire us for some new books to look at reading. I think we're all going to have a lot more time to do things at home when we're not running around as much right now. And I guess in a way that's one of the benefits of this time, right? We get a little bit of time to hopefully relax at home and get some projects done and some reading and quality time with our family. Oh my gosh, guys, look at it. It's coming along. See how it's getting bigger when I push it down? All right, I'm going to set this aside and I've got some more folding to do. So I'm just going to keep folding here. I know, me too, Shaheen. It's always fun to make these projects and then see what they're going to look like at the end. And I do apologize that I did not have one of these done. I had intended to do one yesterday, but as I said earlier, I was in bed for a good part of the day with a migraine, so I was not doing anything. Oh, this one, here's just a little tip also with this when you're folding. So this has the words on one side and this bright pink on the other. I want this to be seen, so I'm going to fold it this way so that the pink will be what's seen, just like this one has all the colors on. And that way, when it's coming up, you can see the different colors that'll shine through. I don't get too caught up with that, but if I see an obvious one, like this was obvious, where yes, of course I want the pink showing. The other thing you could do is maybe you want it more graphic and you decide to do just the black and white or mainly black and white. That would be really cool also. Could definitely do that. Same with the sunflower. I want that sunflower scene. I'm going to just fold that so that that bright orange is what we see with this. All right. Let's see. Long Walk to Water. It's a kid's book, but also based on a true story. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Oh, interesting, Deborah. That looks really good. I'm definitely going to have to check that one out. If you guys want to check in the comment section, Deborah has recommended a book she's getting ready to start called A Long Walk to Water. That sounds like it would be really great for any of us. Yes, great question. This puck is wide like this, and it's going to be about that thick. We want it really big and really thick. So that is an excellent question. We definitely want it to keep going and get thicker and thicker. And we're going to do that by keep adding our strips of paper to it. And this takes a little bit of time, but one of the things I like about it is it's so much fun. So even if you don't get it done in this time that we have together, I usually go until about noon with these. And if I don't get mine done in that time, I will do another video add-on when I'm done to show you how to Mod Podge. But I think I might be able to get a good amount of this done. We'll see. I might just have a small one so you can see the process. But yeah, you can just keep going. I find this relaxing. This is a great thing to do if you're watching TV too. You can throw on a TV show or a movie like we were just talking about and go to town with your rolling. And then in no time, you know, you watch a couple episodes of your Minecraft show or one of our adult shows, and next thing you know, you basically have a bowl made. These would make a fun little gift too for somebody. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, Midwives. Is that based on the TV show called The Midwives, or is that a different one? Do you know, Anne Marie? That would be really interesting. And let's see. Amanda is reading The Girl with the Silver Eyes. I recommend it to your family. Oh, Amanda, that sounds really good. Can you tell me, is that a like book with dragons and princesses and stuff like that, or is it more of a true type fiction story? Or maybe it's nonfiction. That sounds really good. All right, let's see. So I am reading right now, oh, what is it called? I can see it sitting on my bed right now. It is All the Light We Cannot See. Is that the right name of it? Deborah, you probably know this one, I'm thinking. We'll have to double check and let you guys know. I'll put it in the comments after I sign off today. But it's really, really good so far. It's kind of a slow read. It's not, it hasn't, like nothing thrilling has happened yet, but it's very engaging. And the writing of it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm excited to read it. It takes place like during World War II, and they're skipping between right now Germany and France. So it's really, really interesting. And then the other one that I'm wanting to get to is The Giver of Stars. That's the other one that I have on my TBR list, to be read. And Educated, that's another one. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, I thought you had read it. That's why I called you out on that. I was pretty sure you had read that. It's good, right? I'm finding, like I said, it's starting a little slow, but it's starting to pick up a little bit, and I'm excited to see where there's like two different stories going on in it at the same time, and I'm excited to see because I know they're going to intersect soon. So, I keep waiting for that to happen and see how that works out. See how things happen in this one. Oh, loves and likes and hearts. Thank you. I don't know who's doing that, but thank you. I love seeing all those hearts and loves and likes. All right. Oh, I'm going to turn this the other way. So how are your pucks coming along? Doing okay? Those of you that are arting along. So tomorrow, as I said, we're going to do polymer beads. Those I will have some made up in advance for you to see because we're going to have to bake them. So I will have some so you can see what they look like for sure. And then I will also be showing you, because I will have some made up. I'm going to be doing that this afternoon. I will be able to show you after you make your beads while yours are baking how to make it into a bracelet then as well. And see, by telling you I'm going to have them done today, now you know I'm going to have to get them done. So you all are my accountability partners right now. That's how that works. And then on Friday, we are going to be making a painted canvas. It's going to be like an abstract painting. Just kind of fun, throwing some paint down, nothing hard, nothing fancy, just a lot of fun. And then on that, we're going to write, you can write your goals, inspirations, your intentions. You can write quotes, scripture, whatever you want to inspire you. And I will have one of those done tomorrow night. I will be posting that online so you can kind of see what a finished one will look like. Again, my accountability right here. Oh, Shaheen, when it will be completed? That is a good question. I am going to do my best to get mine done enough today so that I can show you how to do it. I do these videos for approximately an hour. So I'm going to say in about 15 minutes or so, I should have mine to a point that I can show you how to do the Mod Podge on it. Now, you don't have to do yours right now. If you want to keep going and get yours bigger, I recommend you do that because you can Mod Podge anytime. It is super easy to do. But for right now, I'm just going to make mine a little bigger. And in about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put Mod Podge on it, no matter how big or small it is. Mine will be smaller than yours, probably. So it might not be much bigger than this right now, because your puck really is going to be about that big. And it does take a little bit of time. Oh, Tucker, thank you. It was Tucker doing that. Tell him I loved all of the spamming on the like button. That was awesome. He can do that anytime. That totally made my day. I love that kid. He is so awesome. Tucker, we love you. Gwendolyn would say it too, but she's upstairs right now doing her thing today, which was not with me right now. She was, you know, hello finicky. She's like, no, Mom, not today. I don't want to be on film today. I said, that's all right. Did the filming stall? Did it come back, Deborah? Let me know if it came back. Let's see. Also just read Ecology of a Cracker Childhood. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm assuming that's about the crackers in Florida, Deborah. Is that right? I would assume that would make sense. That sounds really good. I might have to look into that. Was that a fiction or a nonfiction? Sounds like a nonfiction one. Hey, Amanda, how are you doing? Oh, I'm back now. Okay. So I don't know if that went out for everybody or just Deborah, but sorry about that. That is technology at its best, right? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And that's something I just don't have control over on my end with the Facebook Live. We are live, so anything can happen. And just remember to get them as tight as you can. You want it nice and tight. So I'm gonna go for about, how many more minutes? Oh, there's math involved. About 9 more minutes. And then I am going to, wherever mine is, doesn't matter how big it is, I'm gonna go ahead and Mod Podge it so you can see how you would Mod Podge it, but I recommend that you don't do that with yours. You keep rolling until you get the size that you want and then Mod Podge it, okay? So just because I will be stopping before mine's the size I want doesn't mean that you want to stop. Keep going. I feel like there's some song for that and I can't think of it, some pop song. I've got the one, I think it was Madonna and Justin Timberlake. We only got 6 minutes to save the world. Tick tock, tick tock. No, I was singing it earlier. I don't even know if I have it right with my husband. I'm pretty sure it's Justin Timberlake and Madonna singing that one. It was from a few years ago. Pop song. Do y'all ever have that happen where you just have songs that jump into your head and you may or may not know where they're coming from? Okay. Because Stacey said that they're going to be late because they're running errands for the bakery. Okay. All right. That was my teenager letting us all know that she's not going in to work until 1 o'clock today. Everybody say hi to Sophia.
You know.
She is working at a local bakery now. She's got her first job. They've got the best cupcakes in the world. I say the world. It was formerly Aunt Olivia's by Kohl's here in Claremont. Sophia, what is the new name of it? It's the
Sugar House Bake Shop.
What is it?
Sugar House Bake Shop.
Sugar House Bake Shop. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you are in the area, you have to go try it out. It's in Claremont, Florida. Sugar House Bake Shop. They are good. And the cupcakes have glitter on them. I'm just saying. How can you not love cupcakes with glitter? Yum, yum. It's edible glitter, just as an aside.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is. It's totally edible glitter.
So those are super yummy. All right, we are just moving right along here. Does anybody have any questions on how to do this, how to fold the paper, how to do the rolling? Everybody got this down pretty well so far? And see how big it's coming. And this is why I call it a puck, because you can see it's starting to look like a hockey puck would look. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. So drop a comment below on other art projects you would like to see next week. We're going to have, I was planning initially on a week, and then they closed the schools until March 30th. So I thought, okay, I'll do this until March 30th, which is about 2 weeks. I got that. And now they're saying April 15th, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot more art projects, which I'm totally up for the challenge, but I would love to hear what you guys would like to do. I've had Somebody said they would like to see mandalas. Oh, tie-dye. Amanda wants to see tie-dye. So we've got tie-dye, mandalas, origami. I'd love to hear what else you guys would love to do and see, because I will be gathering projects. I'll be on, like I said earlier, I'll be on Pinterest and checking out books and magazines and stuff and seeing what I can find for projects for us to do. But I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts on it, things you would like to make or do or see done. What inspires you right now? What kind of arts and crafts do you enjoy doing? Because I definitely would like to do stuff that you all would like to make. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're still with me, if you're doing okay here. We have, I know there's still several people watching, so thank you for sticking with me. We have a few more minutes. Oh, thank you, thumbs up. All right, just want to make sure that we're all still here, still trucking. Keep on keeping on. Let's see, got a few more minutes of doing this, so you can see now, look at how big the bowl is getting. See, much bigger than when I showed you earlier. So we're just going to keep going with this. Oh my gosh, it's fun. See how it telescopes out? But we don't want the base. There we go. We want a nice sturdy base on it. So when you do yours, you're going to want to make sure you keep it somewhat flat on the bottom. All right. Oh, awesome, Deborah. Anna Marie, how's your bowl coming along? I'm so excited to see it when it's all done. I'm not going to paint mine, but another thing that you can do with these is you can put a light coat of paint on it if you wanted to. I'm not going to, because I actually love the way it looks with all of the different colors and designs and textures from the magazine papers. I think that is awesome. Makes me happy. But you can also paint them if you want. And you can see it gets a little easier to wrap as it gets bigger. We're just going to keep going here. It's cool, right, Deborah? I know, I love this. It's coming along. Yay! Got a few more pieces of paper here. So just as a reminder, or if you're just tuning in, what we did is pulled magazine papers out. You fold them in half, magazine pages out. You open up. You fold the edge to where your fold is, the middle, and then this edge to the middle. And then we just bring them together like that. And that's it. This is really a pretty easy project to do. It just takes time. And then I set that aside. So I'm gonna just keep doing that. I'm gonna fold it in half. And you know, it's hard because it's a wrinkled side. You could, I suppose, you could go through and cut them so everything is even and whatnot. I just don't want to do that because I don't think it's necessary for this project. But if you wanted to, you definitely could do that. I know some people like to have smoother edges and have it be a little more precise, and that's totally cool. I'm more of the, hey, close enough kind of gal. So, oh wow, it's having a rough day, guys. Rough day right there. All right, we're gonna fold this. That's a mummy, I think it's one of the Inca mummies. I think that's what this issue was about, the Incas. All right, we're just gonna keep folding. And you can see, actually, I just want to show you, I was talking about the color in that. Look at how cool the color starts to look. You see, yeah, okay, I've got it in there. So you can see that the different textures and colors and words and stuff, the fonts really make an awesome effect on the bowl as you start to pull it out. Hey, Jamie, how are you doing? We are pulling apart magazines and folding them and taping them. So right now I'm folding some more papers. You fold them in half, open it up, fold to the crease, fold to the crease, and then fold it again. So we fold roughly in half, and then we bring the one side to the crease. Actually, I'm going to turn this way so we get more of the color on the outside. So again, you can see this is pretty forgiving. If I want to change direction, it's easy enough to do. Hold it this way, hold it this way, and then in half. And how many of these you do is really going to depend on how big you want your bowl to be. It's a lot. That's an official number, a lot. You can use any type of magazine. So I'm using a National Geographic because I have a lot of these. I do another art project with these. Jamie's done it with me before. Deborah, I think you might have also, but I can't remember for sure. Where we make art papers out of these using... Oh, Jamie, if you are there listening, what is the solution we use? I want to say citronella, but that doesn't sound right. Anyway, there's a chemical that we use to alter the pages. It's really cool, but you need to do it outside when you do it. That is a definite outside project. So I have a bunch of National Geographics laying around for when I do that. But you can use like, I don't know, Glamour, Real Simple, Oprah, whatever you have will work for this. And then we just keep folding and folding and folding. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I'm going to be getting the Mod Podge out in a moment. I'm going to add a few more of these on so my bowl is a little bigger. Your bowls will be a lot bigger. Because you're going to keep going. You're going to wait until your puck is like that big or maybe even that big. You're going to want it really, really big. Oh my gosh. All those likes and loves, whoever is spamming me right now, I love you to the moon and back. Like, for real, love you. I love you all anyway. I'm not going to lie. I love getting all the likes and loves from the like and love button. That's awesome. All right. So I taped it. I rolled it, and I'm going to tape it again. All right, and then I tape this on. Now remember, each one has to be done individually. So you roll it, you tape it. Your new one, you tape. You can't use this tape to tape this one because otherwise it won't telescope out. You have to do them individually. So I tape this one, I roll it, and then I'm going to tape it again. Oh, I love Tuck. Tell him thank you. He makes me so happy. I love that kid. Tuck, you are the best. Gwendolyn does the same kind of thing when we're watching videos. She loves to just spam the heck out of the like and love button, and she giggles the whole time she's doing it. All right, so we're just going to keep going. And then I tape. And how we do it? Oh, it's almost 12. Boy, that time goes fast. So we're going to go a few minutes over. They're not going to kick me out of my classroom, so so we're just going to keep going. All right. Aw, thank you, Tuck. You're awesome. You're awesome sauce. I'm heading over to Plaster Cottage after this to pick up some plaster pieces for Gwendolyn to do. We're going to grab some for some of the neighbor kids also. If anybody is local in Claremont and you're looking for something for your kids to do, Plaster Cottage is offering to-go kits. So you can go and pick one out. They have them for boys or girls. They include the brushes, the paints, everything you need to paint your plaster pieces, and you can bring them in any time to have the spray varnish and glitter put on if you want. So it's kind of cool. They're very reasonably priced. It looks like they're basically charging the price of the plaster pieces, which is amazing. So you can go pick up, you know, you have like minimal interaction with anybody. So it's perfect for right now. So I'm going to get some of those for Gwendolyn. And I'm going to pick some up for a couple of other kids in our neighborhood. Hey, Aunt Jody. Thank you for joining us. Sorry if I haven't called out your name, guys. I've been trying to keep track of who's joining and who's commenting. But I know I am missing people occasionally. All right. So you're going to keep going. Please don't stop. Your bowls, you're going to want yours to be nice and big. But I wanted to give a chance so that you could see how you're going to do the Mod Podge on this. So you don't miss out. So mine's just going to be a little bowl. But truthfully, yours is going to be much bigger and much more impressive than this. Okay? So what we're going to do, I'm just going to take this a little bit more here since this is my last one. Give me just a second. I'm going to grab my Mod Podge. All right, with the Mod Podge, you can use a brush, or I'm going to use one of these sponges because this is what I have. But you can use a brush. Whatever you use, make sure you rinse it out immediately if you want to be able to reuse it again. Because otherwise it will dry on there and you'll have to just toss it. And the same with your Mod Podge container. So this is the Mod Podge. Got the 8 ounce. You're going to have plenty, by the way. I had a few people ask about it. You know, will that be enough for 2 kids or more than one project? Oh my goodness, yes. You are going to have enough Mod Podge for a lot of Mod Podging. So is Mod Podging? It's a verb now, apparently. So when you're using this or any medium like this, you want to make sure that you put the cover on when you're not actively using it, because it will dry out and you don't want that, I'm assuming. I like to use it all, so I don't want it dried out. All right, so Mod Podge is sticky and it is messy. I'm just going to tell you right now. Tuck found the like and love button again. Woohoo, Tucker! All right. So Tucker, by the way, is one of Gwendolyn's best friends. He's a super awesome kid. You've got your puck here. Keep making yours. All right, I want to stress that. Please don't stop right now and do what I'm doing. Right now, just keep doing your rolling and just listen or watch later on how to do this. But I wanted to make sure to have this so that you could see. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your puck and now you can push it to expand it however you want. Now you want to be careful because if you undo the whole, like if you push it through too fast, it's going to be really hard to get it back in. So first off, I want a base that I can actually stand on. This is why you need it bigger, because you usually would have a nice big base like this basically, and then you would go up from there because you want it to be able to sit, right? But I'm going to telescope mine out a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to just kind of work it, get it how I want it. See, I've got more layers under there I can bring up if I want. This is going to be a little unstable, so I'm going to push it down a little bit. Now I have it nice and stable. And this, I think, is how I'm going to keep mine. I think I like the way this looks. It's one that would actually be usable. Maybe I'll bring a little bit more up here. And you can work with it to get it aesthetically the way that you want it, you know. Pull this up. Like if you want these all to be more even, I'm not going to worry about that personally, but you could if you wanted. All right, I think this is going to be a good one for me. All right, so I have telescoped it out. And all telescoping means is I've pulled it out. And let's see, here we go. And then you can see the bowl inside. Isn't that cool? Yours will be even wider, which will be really nice, but you get the idea. Now I'm going to tip it upside down like that. So I've got the opening of it resting on the table. And I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to dip it generously in. See, can we see it? Yep. And I'm going to just start going over it like this. Now I want to be careful that I'm not pushing it back down. So you might have to hold it in some areas. And I'm going to be very generous with my Mod Podge. I don't need to be, we got plenty of Mod Podge here. We don't need to be stingy with it. We can be very, very generous with it. This will dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. There we go. And then I'm going to bring it and very gently go in and out. Now you're going to feel it shifting in that along where you've telescoped it. Again, you don't want to push down or anything because it will push it in. We want to keep it elongated. So we're just going to keep gently dabbing it in, brushing, dabbing, brushing, dabbing. And once we're done, like down in this area, you can actually do more of this kind of work, back and forth. And back and forth. Is that on the screen? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything in screen. There's a small delay on my computer, so sometimes I think I have it, and then I realize I don't. Sorry about that. This is all learning for me also. All right, and I'm just going to keep going all the way around. Now, I am picking this up so you can see it. I would recommend, if you can, just leaving this on your table like this while you work and moving it around. But I want you to be able to see it. Now, you're going to have pieces that are sticking out, right? Because of the nature of how we did this. So just be careful of that. You know, like here's one sticking out from where we taped it on. So it's going to be hard to be able to go just like this. You might have to go up and down a little bit. You can go side to side. We're putting a nice amount of this Mod Podge on. And I am actually probably, I'll know once it dries, but I'm probably going to put a second layer on once this is all dry to really make sure that it stays in place really well. Now there's different type of Mod Podge. I got the glossy one because I like glossy stuff, but you can also get ones that are matte. I have a matte one also. And I think there's some other ones. I truthfully don't use Mod Podge a lot in my like art journaling and actual more of my fine art work. I use something called matte medium. I know a lot of you that are listening are familiar with that. But for something like this, for more of a crafting art project, the Mod Podge actually works out really well. And it's a lot less expensive. So I find it works really great for projects like this. All right, we are almost done here, folks. So here's what I'm gonna do with mine. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna take a picture and post it so you all can see what it looks like once it's dry. It'll take, I don't know, probably about 2 or 3 hours to dry really well. Probably longer than that, but in a couple of hours I should be able to post a picture. And I'm also going to be working on another one because I would like to have a full-size one like you guys are. So I will be working on that. Would tape work as a substitute for Mod Podge? You could try it, Liz, but honestly, the tape, you'd be taping all around, and then you're going to lose some of the effect of it. If you have Mod Podge, that would be the best to use. You know, you could also use like an Elmer's glue, the white Elmer's glue that dries clear. If you have any of that, I think that would work fine because we're really trying to glue it in place. So let's see, white glue, school glue, or clear, like the gel glue, the white glue, the gel glue, any of those school glues would probably work, Mod Podge, or any type of, there's other things that aren't called Mod Podge, but that are the same thing. You could use any of those with it. Yes, Tucker says his bowl looks like a flat cup. Keep making it bigger. Once it's bigger, it'll look more like a bowl. Mine definitely looks like a cup right now, and I'll probably use it for like pens or pencils or something like that. That's funny. He is absolutely right on that, though. So everyone that says Tuck says was sent by Tucker. Oh, I love that kid. He just makes me so happy and laugh. All right, so I am signing off for now. Thank you all for everybody who stayed throughout the whole video or dipped in and out. And thank you for everybody who's going to be watching this later. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up a minute so that I can see you all. Yay! I can't actually see you, but I feel like I can see you when I'm full face. It feels so weird having just my hands seen. But I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you for telling your friends, for sharing it. If you liked what you saw today, if you want to see more of it, please like my page, like the post. Just check things out. I will be doing more art videos every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. through April 15th. So we're going to have a lot of art videos to make. And I look forward to seeing what you all make. Please, please, please feel free to put a picture of your creations, of you making them, on my Facebook page, which is Creative Expressions with Michelle. You can post right on there your own post. I'm not sure if you can do it in the comments. I've been trying to work with it to figure out how to get comments in the posts themselves, but I don't know if I figured that out yet. Sorry, I'm still learning all of this stuff, so thanks for your patience. But you can definitely post on the page itself. So thank you everybody for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. and we'll make some beads tomorrow with polymer clay. I will talk to you then. Bye.